Hi everyone, we're back at the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. It was great to welcome Crystal Noiser with the Rhode Island Resource Recovery Corporation about recycling right. Folks oftentimes have a lot of questions. She walked through this new campaign, just making sure folks know exactly what to do and where to get more information if they have additional questions. But now I would like to welcome my next guest into the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. Beacon High Charter School for the Arts student, rising senior, Keaton Bergeron is around the corner, and she just went someplace extra special. Keaton, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
You just played Carnegie Hall.
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. So I just, where to even start? You're going to be a senior at school.
Yeah.
You focus on the culinary arts, you do music, you do so much, but what was it like to play Carnegie Hall?
It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life by far. To be able to share it with the Rhode Island Philharmonic Youth Orchestra, which is the group that I went with, was beyond amazing because that's my favorite group I've ever been in. It's an unbelievable experience. And I don't know, to just be there in New York and be playing at Carnegie Hall is a really big deal for a musician of any level. So
at any level,
yeah,
absolutely. So how long were you there for? Did you get to see it ahead of time? Did you get to rehearse? Like
Yeah.
when you walked in, were you just like,
We definitely were, for sure. We got to go in the morning. We had our sound check around 2 or so, but the concert wasn't until 8, and our group didn't go on until 10. So like we had a lot of downtime.
oh, you were late.
Yeah, it was a late concert, but we had all the adrenaline going through us, so it was exciting.
So how fun was it to be in New York with all the other students? So talk to us about the whole trip in its entirety.
Yeah, it was one of those days. My friends and I kept saying that we knew we would miss that day. Like after leaving, we would say, "Oh, I remember that day we went." So it was like very, very memorable, I would say. And yeah, it was just really great to be able to see the hall and everything. And our first reaction when we got in was just, "Wow, this is unbelievable!"
I can't believe it. And playing it, we'll talk a little bit about your musical background, but playing different, does it sound different when you're in different places?
Absolutely. We usually play at the Vets Memorial Auditorium right down here, and that's an amazing place to play, and we love playing there. We played at East Providence High School, which was another great place to play, but nothing compares to Carnegie.
Nothing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And how long have you been playing the flute for?
I've been playing for 8 years this summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you play the flute, you're at Beacon,
Mm-hmm.
and you focus on culinary arts.
Yeah, Beacon doesn't have a specific music program, but we have different ways to incorporate music into everything we do at the school. So we have our annual gala where I perform every year, and I do some classical music there because it's in a very nice venue, and I play in the pit for all the plays and everything, which is another great way to do music around there. So there's definitely opportunities, even though I focus on culinary.
So, talk to us. How did you choose Beacon, just knowing of its arts offerings?
Mm-hmm. So my brother actually went to Beacon before I did, and siblings automatically get in.
Yes.
So I knew that it was a great option for me because I enjoyed culinary, and it was hard to leave my friends from my old school and everything, but I knew that this would bring me more opportunities, and I would have different music opportunities than I had at my old school. So it was it was a shift of pace for me, but I knew it was the right option.
And now you're going to be a senior, rising senior.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts for maybe after graduation?
Yeah, I've been looking at a bunch of schools in Boston. I'd love to be in Boston. I've been looking at Boston University, Northeastern, a couple different schools up there. I would love to continue to pursue music. I would like to possibly minor in music because a major isn't quite fitting for me, only for the purpose of that I don't want music to ever stress me out. I want it to be my stress reliever. So if I'm playing in an orchestra all the time, then that will kind of, relieve stress from whatever I choose for my music.
Well, I don't want to put any stress on, and again, you're a rising senior. Any thoughts on maybe what you might want to study in school?
I've been thinking about a lot of different things. I'm interested in nutrition, which kind of combines my culinary background.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in sociology. I just want to learn a lot about a lot of
You've
different
got plenty
things.
of time. I'm not going to stress you out or put you on the spot. But a couple more questions. What's the rest of the summer hold before you go back to school?
I'm in a summer flute choir with my teacher, Pam Ryan Landry, right now, which is a very, very fun group. It's pretty laid back, and we get to try different flutes and everything. So I'm doing that for my musical stuff. I'm doing a lot of college stuff right now.
Of course.
It's that time, so I'm doing tours. I'm starting to look at essays that I could write, that type of stuff. So
Might you think about your Carnegie experience as some essay fodder, perhaps?
Absolutely. That is definitely a contender.
Well, you know, as we said, we got this information, wanted to bring you in. You know, as you said, musicians of any age might not often get that opportunity ever to go to Carnegie Hall, and here you are, got it during high school. Again, so much ahead of you, and Keaton has her flute around the corner, so we're going to bring you out with your stand, and we're going to play a little bit. I say we, I'm not playing. How's it look, Tony? Can you see her doing? Is that fine? Okay. I'll let you go. Okay.
All right.
more questions before you go, because I just came up with them while you were on. Tony, we're still rolling, right?
Yep.
Okay. Keaton, come back in before we let you go. That sounded phenomenal.
Thank you.
How many hours a day do you practice?
How many hours a day? Well, you know, we're told to practice every single day, but, you know, as a high school student, we have other commitments.
Yes.
But we try to get at least, you know, an hour a day if we can. But I usually practice, if I'm being honest with you, about like 4 or 5 times a week or so. Maybe for like half an hour, 45 minutes each time, depending on what music I have that week.
We were just blown away back there with the
Thank
quality.
you.
It just sounded so beautiful. You're talking about playing this summer and having the opportunity to try out different flutes.
Yeah.
How many different flutes are there?
Well, there's the flute that I have, which is a standard flute, and then my flute teacher, Pam Rhinelander, who I was talking about, she owns an alto flute, which she so kindly lets us all borrow, and we pass it around and we play the alto flute for different songs. There's also a piccolo, which is the smaller flute. Yeah, you see that in marching bands and stuff. And then one of the girls in the group has a bass flute that she borrows from her band teacher. So. Yeah.
So, but do you like the standard? Is that sort of your flute of choice?
Yeah, I usually only play the other types in the summer flute choir because, you know, I'm so attached to my flute, but it's good to try different ones.
Now, did you always know that you wanted to play the flute? Did you try out other instruments, or you're like, this is for me?
I feel like I kind of just knew that I wanted to play the flute. I remember in 4th grade we had like the little recorders and everything.
Yes, the music education in schools.
Yeah, exactly. And I had babysitters that I played the flute and everything, and I was always like intrigued by the sound of it. And my parents thought it was important for my brother and I to learn an instrument, just, you know, they say it enriches knowledge and everything. But they never pressured us to do anything. But I don't know, I just kind of took it up for myself, and I really enjoyed it.
And it's certainly taken off. Does your brother play the flute?
He plays the saxophone.
Okay.
It's on and off.
Do you guys ever play together?
Not typically. We used to play together in church sometimes.
So, while you're here in the studio, anyone else you want to say hi to or give a shout out or thanks to?
My mom and dad. I think they're watching.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate your coming in after the big performance at Carnegie Hall. Keaton Bergeron, going into your senior year at Beacon, we hopefully will see more from you. This is phenomenal. Just wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Have a great summer.
Thank you.
Let you around the corner back to the business at hand. Keaton Bergeron, a rising senior at the Beacon Charter School for the Arts, just played Carnegie Hall with the Rhode Island Youth Symphony, and we had the opportunity to just have her play in here. It sounded phenomenal. It's always great to have talented Rhode Island students come here to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. We love great music. It sounded wonderful. If you didn't get a chance, catch it when we put it online tomorrow. I'm sure other folks will be watching. So thanks to Keaton Bergeron for coming.